In this video, I'm going to show you how to work with blog posts, such as how to add new posts, edit existing posts, set categories for your post, add meta tags to your posts, and then the other basics you need to actually get started with your Amazon affiliate site. So if we look at our home page, we can see we have our post grid set up down here, and we have a space missing, so we're going to add a new post to this. To do that, we go back to our WordPress dashboard, we go to posts, and we go to add new. We then need to give it a title. Here's one we made earlier, and we'll add some random text about the blog post here. Now, that's the basic stuff that we need. We've given the blog post a title and we've added some text, but we would also need to set what's called a featured image, and the featured image is what you see here. So if we pop back and we choose the shaking hands image, and then if we scroll down from there, the next thing we see are some styling options. So the styling options we want to use for this blog post is content no sidebars, and then if we click on page builder container, we're going to choose full width, and then we're simply going to click on publish and then publish again. And if we go back out to the site and we just refresh it quickly, you can see we now have our 6th blog post here, which automatically slots into our grid. So now that we've published our blog post and it's become part of our grid, we just want to go back and check a couple of items to make sure that the post is as good as it can be. So to do that, we're going to go back to our WordPress dashboard. We should be in the post section. We should see our post listed here. We're going to click on edit. Now, the first thing we want to check is on the right hand side. It's under permalink, and your permalink is basically the URL for your blog post that comes after your domain. And what we want to watch for here is that it's not too long. You don't want your URL to be, your permalink to be, 70 or 80 characters long, because it's just messy and it doesn't know, it's not best practices for SEO. So what we do instead is say we have a toaster oven 1000 review instead, something like that. And just update the post. So you can see the title stays the same, but the permalink has changed, and that's absolutely fine. So you can have a completely separate title to completely separate permalink, but obviously you should try and have your focus keywords or your primary keyword in there somewhere. So that's your permalink. The next thing is categories. And in this sample build, we have 3 categories already set up for you. That's Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. Let's say you wanted it to be in the Bravo category as opposed to Alpha. You click on Bravo, click on update, and you're done. And if we go back out to all posts, we can see that we now have it in the Bravo category. Now, the styling options that we've gone through so far might be a little bit intimidating for some people. So I've included a plugin in the build that basically allows you to duplicate posts. So what you can do is you hover over the post that you want to duplicate, and say it's an existing one, and you click on clone. And it automatically creates a draft copy of that post at the very top of the list here. We can simply go in and click on edit. We can change it to 7. Say something like this is our cloned blog post. And we don't need to set any styling options because it's a kind of carbon copy of the previous one. You just click on publish. So that's adding a new post, editing it, and then how to use the cloning or duplicate post feature. The next thing we want to look at doing is editing an existing post. So to do that, you can pick any of the posts here, simply click on edit, and in this case, or in this example rather, we're going to look at adding some metadata to the post itself. And the metadata is your meta title and your meta description tag. So our meta title tag here could be very similar to what we did previously, which is top 10 toaster oven reviews, and then your meta title. Now your meta title tag, it's important to get your keywords in there, but it's also important to not just cram keywords in there for the sake of it. So what you'll typically see is then something like yoursite.com. People leave their branding after that, either with the hyphen or with the pipe symbol, something like that. I have a tendency to use the hyphen. Your meta description tag then needs to be something that describes what your post is. I know that's stating the obvious. So your meta description tag should be something like this. So I just wanted to copy and paste this in here quickly. So we reviewed and tested the top 10 toaster ovens on the market. So there's our keyword, which would be like toaster ovens, less than $100. That's kind of your quantifiable amount that you want to include in your reviews, because people tend to shop by those types of keywords, and you might be surprised at the winner is something a little bit clickbaity. And that's our title tag, our meta description tag, and we click on update. And that's it. That's all you need to do there. That's your SEO on page best practices stuff done. If you click on all posts, the last thing you need to look at then is if you want to simply delete a blog post that you don't like, you hover it over it, you click on trash, and it goes into your trash. And that's it. That's everything you need to know about the basics of blog posts. You now know how to create a new blog post. You can add styling to it. You know how to clone it if you don't know how to add styling to it. And you even know how to include your title tag and your meta description tag now on your post. So we hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you in the next one.